Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you a question. When was the last time you truly felt joy? Not just happiness that's fleeting, but a deep-rooted joy that no storm could touch, no negative word could steal. It's too easy to let negativity creep in and convince you that life is more about struggle than it is about joy. We face challenges every single day, but here's the truth: you have something the enemy can never take from you if you don't let it go. Your joy. Now I need you to stay with me. Stick with me for the next few minutes, because what I'm about to say could change the way you face every single challenge in your life. Negativity has an undeniable power to influence your thoughts, emotions, and actions, often in ways that are subtle but deeply impactful. It starts small, creeping into your thoughts without warning. Maybe it's a bad news cycle, an unkind comment from a friend or colleague, or the overwhelming feeling that life isn't going the way you planned. These negative thoughts, left unchecked, can spiral out of control, affecting your entire perspective on life. The moment you allow negativity to take root, it starts to shape your experience. It clouds your judgment, stifles your creativity, and weakens your resolve. You start to see the world through a lens of fear, doubt, and frustration rather than possibility and joy. We often underestimate the power of negativity because we don't always see how it's impacting us in the moment. But over time, it erodes our inner peace, disturbs our balance, and shifts our focus from gratitude to complaints. It can infiltrate our conversations, where instead of discussing what we're grateful for, we talk about what went wrong or what could have been better. The more we entertain these thoughts, the more they shape how we feel about ourselves, our circumstances, and the people around us. It's a cycle that, if not interrupted, can steal our joy without us even realizing it. The power of negativity lies in its ability to steal your attention. What you focus on expands. If you focus on what isn't working, you'll lose sight of all the things that are. That's the danger of letting negativity consume you. It shifts your focus from solutions to problems. It drags you into a mindset where you feel powerless to change anything. You may find yourself ruminating on things outside your control, feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. It makes you feel like you're not enough, or that you don't have the strength to overcome the obstacles ahead of you. But this isn't how it has to be. You have the power to choose what you give your attention to. Yes, negativity will always be a part of life. It's a natural human response to hardship and uncertainty. But you have control over how much space you give it in your mind and heart. Negative thoughts are like clouds that block the sunlight. But just as the clouds eventually pass, so too can negative thoughts. When you choose to focus on the positive, on what's going right, what you're thankful for, and the progress you've made, negativity loses its power. Research has shown the impact of negativity on mental and physical health. According to studies in psychology, persistent negative thinking can lead to increased stress levels, a weakened immune system, and even heart problems. On the other hand, positive thinking can boost your immune system, reduce stress, and improve overall well-being. Shifting your mindset from a negative to a positive outlook isn't just about feeling better in the moment. It's a powerful tool for enhancing your overall health and longevity. Negativity is also contagious. If you're surrounded by negative people, it's easy to catch their mindset. But the same is true for positivity. By choosing to rise above negativity and instead focus on joy, gratitude, and hope, you can start to influence those around you as well. Imagine the power of creating an environment where people lift each other up instead of bringing each other down. It's not only about protecting your own peace, but also about creating a ripple effect that spreads positivity and joy. In order to combat negativity, you need to intentionally create a mental environment that supports joy. This requires practice and discipline, but it is possible. Acknowledge the negative thought when it appears, but don't let it define you. Refocus your mind on what you're grateful for, the things that bring you peace, and the hope that lies in every new day. Over time, this practice becomes a habit, and negativity becomes less and less powerful over your life. Choosing joy is an act of resistance against the negativity that seeks to drain your energy and steal your peace. When you refuse to let negativity take root, you reclaim control over your life. This isn't about denying the struggles or pretending everything is perfect, but about choosing to rise above and let negativity shape your reality. In doing so, you preserve your joy, protect your peace, and move through life with strength, resilience, and an unwavering belief that joy is always within your reach. In a world filled with distractions, pressures, and external noise, it can often feel like maintaining inner peace is an impossible task. Everywhere you turn, there's something vying for your attention, whether it's the constant barrage of information from news outlets, the demands of work, the expectations of others, or even the stresses of everyday life. In the midst of all this, your peace becomes something precious that needs to be protected. Life has a way of throwing challenges at us, but if we don't guard our peace, negativity and stress can easily overwhelm us, leaving us feeling depleted and joyless. The concept of peace is often misunderstood. People think that peace is merely the absence of chaos, but it's so much more than that. True peace isn't dependent on external circumstances. It isn't about waiting for everything to be perfect before you can feel at ease. Real peace comes from within. It's about being anchored in purpose, being confident in who you are, and knowing that no matter what happens around you, you have the strength to maintain your composure and clarity. But in order to protect the peace, we need to actively cultivate an environment both internally and externally that supports it. The world will always try to pull you in different directions. There will always be negativity, uncertainty, difficulty. However, you get to decide how much power those things will have over you. If you don't set boundaries and protect your peace, those external forces can erode your sense of well-being and joy. One of the biggest obstacles to maintaining peace is the way we allow external negativity to influence us. It's easy to be swayed by the opinions of others or to feel overwhelmed by the constant flow of bad news. The trick is to recognize when negativity is trying to invade your mental and emotional space and to act before it takes root. This can mean disconnecting from sources of stress, whether it's limiting your exposure to toxic people or taking breaks from social media. It can also mean learning to say no when life demands too much of your time or energy. By consciously choosing where to focus your attention, you create the mental space needed to keep your peace intact. Protecting your peace is not about avoiding conflict or challenges, but about how you respond to them. It's about refusing to let external circumstances dictate your internal state. Think of it like a shield that you carry with you. When negativity comes your way, whether through stressful situations, hurtful words, or difficult circumstances, you can choose to let it bounce off or to internalize it. The key is in choosing how to respond. Furthermore, protecting your peace means setting healthy boundaries, not just with other people, but with yourself as well. If you constantly let negativity, and whether from external sources or your own negative self-talk, you are allowing something harmful to occupy your mental and emotional space. Learning to say enough is a powerful act of self-care. It means choosing peace, choosing joy, and choosing to protect your well-being. Cultivating a peaceful mindset requires consistent practice. It's about developing habits that nurture your emotional health, such as mindfulness, gratitude, and positive thinking. Research has shown that practices like meditation and mindfulness can significantly reduce stress, enhance emotional regulation, and improve overall well-being. Holzel et al. 2011. These tools help you remain grounded and resilient in the face of life's inevitable challenges. They allow you to stay connected to your inner peace even when everything around you is chaotic. Protecting your peace is an active, ongoing effort. It's a choice you make daily. By setting boundaries, nurturing your mental health, and choosing to rise above negativity, you safeguard your inner peace. And in doing so, you create the space for joy to thrive. When you protect your peace, you can walk through life with a sense of calm, clarity, and confidence, no matter the storms that may come your way. True joy doesn't come from what we experience externally, but from an inner wellspring that remains unshaken by external circumstance. In a world that constantly tells us that happiness and fulfillment are tied to material wealth, status, or achievements, it's easy to lose sight of where real joy comes from. The challenge is understanding that joy is not a fleeting emotion, but a deeper state of being that exists beyond what happens around you. It comes from within, from knowing your worth, your purpose, and the essence of who you are. When you understand this, no external situation, no matter how difficult, can take away your joy. This realization is empowering. It means that your joy doesn't need to depend on a perfect job, a flawless relationship, or a life free from struggles. Even when things aren't going as planned, the source of your joy can remain constant. This internal joy is rooted in your values, your passions, and your connection to something greater than yourself. It's the sense of fulfillment that comes when you live in alignment with your truth, when you embrace your uniqueness, and when you trust that you have the strength to navigate whatever comes your way. When you truly understand the source of your joy, you can weather the storms of life without losing your sense of peace or happiness. Research in positive psychology has shown that internal sources of happiness, such as a sense of purpose and connection, are far more sustainable than the pursuit of external rewards. Seligman, 2011. By focusing on your internal state rather than external circumstances, you not only protect your joy, but ensure that it remains your constant companion. Negative thoughts are a natural part of being human. Everyone experiences moments of doubt, fear, and frustration. These thoughts can appear suddenly, often triggered by situations outside our control. The challenge is not in avoiding negative thoughts entirely, because that's impossible, but in learning how to manage them so they don't take over your life. When negative thoughts go unchecked, they can shape your reality, influencing how you feel about yourself, your circumstances, and even your future. The key to transforming these thoughts lies in recognizing their presence and choosing not to allow them to control your mind and actions. When negative thoughts arise, they often feel overwhelming. They can cause you to doubt your abilities, question your worth, or fear that things will never get better. It's easy to fall into a pattern where you believe that these thoughts reflect the truth about who you are and what's possible for you. This is where the danger lies. Negative thoughts have the power to shape our beliefs. If we allow them to, they can create a narrative that we are not good enough, that we are destined to fail, or that we are powerless in the face of life's challenges. The power of these thoughts lies in their ability to influence our actions. If you constantly think you are not capable or that you are doomed to fail, it's likely that you'll act in ways that reinforce those beliefs. You may avoid taking risks, shy away from opportunities, or procrastinate because you've convinced yourself that it's not worth trying. This creates a cycle in which negative thoughts become a self-fulfilling prophecy. However, the good news is that negative thoughts are not facts. They are merely thoughts, and just because you have them doesn't mean they are true. Recognizing that you are not your thoughts is one of the first steps in transforming them. Thoughts are transient, coming and going like waves. What you need to learn is how to ride those waves instead of letting them pull you under. By becoming more aware of your thoughts, you can begin to challenge their validity. Are they based on facts, or are they influenced by fears or insecurities? Are they really helping you, or are they holding you back? Once you ask these questions, you can start to reframe those thoughts into something more positive, constructive, and empowering. Reframing negative thoughts doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about acknowledging the negative thought without letting it define you. For example, if you think I'm not good enough to succeed, you can reframe that thought by saying, I may face challenges, but I have the ability to learn and grow through them. By shifting the focus from limitation to possibility, you open the door to growth and change. This process of reframing is supported by research in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which has been shown to help individuals manage negative thoughts and emotions. CBT teaches people to recognize, challenge, and replace negative thought patterns with more balanced and realistic thinking. Studies have found that practicing this kind of cognitive restructuring can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression while improving overall emotional well-being back 2011. The more you practice this shift in thinking, the easier it becomes. Over time, you start to train your brain to look for solutions instead of focusing on problems, to see opportunities instead of obstacles, and to believe in your strength instead of your weaknesses. This doesn't mean that negative thoughts won't still arise, they will. But what you'll find is that they lose their power over time. They no longer dictate your feelings and they no longer control your actions. Instead, you control the narrative. You take back your power and allow yourself to step into a mindset that supports your success, your joy, and your well-being. Transforming negative thoughts is a daily practice, but the more you commit to it, the more you'll find that your mind becomes a powerful ally rather than an adversary. The real magic happens when you begin to see every negative thought as an opportunity for growth, a chance to learn more about yourself and your capabilities. Life's challenges often come at us unexpectedly, sometimes leaving us feeling unprepared or overwhelmed. But the resilience to navigate these challenges is one of the most important traits we can cultivate. Resilience isn't about avoiding difficulties, it's about having the strength to rise above them and continue moving forward. Resilience is the internal fortitude that allows us to bounce back after setbacks and grow stronger as a result. It's the ability to face adversity without losing hope, to maintain your focus on what matters even when the world around you is crumbling. One of the key aspects of resilience is adaptability. Life doesn't always go according to plan, and while this can be frustrating, it's important to understand that flexibility is a crucial part of surviving and thriving through tough times. When faced with an unexpected challenge, the resilient individual doesn't immediately succumb to despair or frustration. Instead, they assess the situation, adapt their approach, and find new ways to move forward. This doesn't mean that they don't feel disappointment or frustration, but they don't let those feelings paralyze them. They find ways to turn obstacles into opportunities, and in doing so, they build resilience. Another essential part of resilience is a strong sense of purpose. People who are deeply connected to their goals, values, and passions are better able to withstand life's storms because they have a clear vision of why they are persevering. Having a purpose gives you something to hold on to when everything else feels uncertain. It acts as a compass, helping you navigate through difficulties and reminding you of what you are working toward. When you are connected to a higher purpose, setbacks don't seem as daunting. They become part of the journey rather than insurmountable barriers. Research has shown that individuals with a strong sense of purpose tend to have better mental health and higher levels of resilience because they have a clear direction that helps them stay focused even during challenging times. Hill Troiano, 2014. Resilience also involves a mindset shift. It's about changing the way we look at problems. Rather than seeing them as obstacles, resilient individuals view challenges as opportunities for growth. They don't see failure as the end, but as a lesson, a chance to learn and evolve. This growth mindset allows them to maintain their joy and enthusiasm even when things aren't going perfectly. When you adopt a mindset that focuses on growth rather than failure, you stop fearing mistakes and start seeing them as stepping stones towards success. Furthermore, resilience is strengthened by a support network. No one is expected to go through life's challenges alone. Having friends, family, or a community of like-minded individuals can make all the difference when you are facing difficult situations. A strong support network provides emotional comfort, practical advice, and encouragement when you need it most. Resilience doesn't mean doing everything by yourself. It means knowing when to lean on others and having the courage to ask for help when needed. Research on social support has demonstrated that people who have strong social connections are more resilient in the face of adversity and have better mental health outcomes. It's 2011. The role of self-care in building resilience cannot be overstated. It's easy to become worn down by life's pressures, and neglecting your physical, emotional, and mental well-being can make it harder to bounce back from challenges. Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity for resilience. Whether it's getting enough rest, exercising, practicing mindfulness, or simply taking time to relax, self-care replenishes your energy and strengthens your ability to face difficulties. When you take care of yourself, you're better equipped to handle the challenges life throws your way. Resilience is not something we are born with, it is something we can build over time. It requires practice, self-awareness, and a commitment to growth. But once it is developed, it becomes an internal resource that serves as a source of strength and joy no matter what challenges arise. By cultivating resilience, you not only improve your ability to cope with difficult situations, but also become better equipped to maintain your joy, your peace, and your sense of purpose throughout life's ups and downs. The power of positivity cannot be underestimated. It's more than just an attitude, it's a way of living that has the ability to transform not only how you experience the world, but also how the world experiences you. When you choose to focus on the positive aspects of your life, whether it's the things you're grateful for, the relationships you cherish, or the progress you've made, you create a mindset that opens doors rather than closing them. Positivity is a powerful force that helps you overcome obstacles, attract opportunities, and build stronger relationships. It acts as a magnet for the good things in life because what you focus on grows. One of the most important things about positivity is that it shifts your perspective. Life isn't always easy and everyone faces challenges. However, when you approach life with a positive mindset, you begin to see problems not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to learn and grow. A positive outlook helps you find solutions even in the most difficult situations. For example, when faced with a setback, someone with a positive mindset might focus on the lessons they can learn from the experience rather than ruminating on what went wrong. This shift in focus allows you to move forward with a sense of empowerment instead of getting stuck in frustration or despair. By reframing obstacles as growth opportunities, positivity turns challenges into stepping stones toward success. Positivity also impacts your physical and mental well-being. Research has shown that people who maintain a positive outlook tend to have better physical health, lower levels of stress, and a stronger immune system, Cohen et al. 2003. Positive emotions have been linked to better cardiovascular health, lower blood pressure, and increased life expectancy. When you think positively, your body responds by releasing feel-good hormones such as endorphins and serotonin, which improve mood and energy levels. This creates a cycle where positivity breeds more positivity, leading to greater health, happiness, and well-being. Furthermore, a positive mindset enhances your ability to form and maintain strong relationships. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate positivity because they create an uplifting environment. Positive individuals are often more supportive, encouraging, and empathetic, which makes them better friends, colleagues, and partners. This not only improves personal relationships, but can also have a significant impact on professional success. In a work environment, for example, positive employees tend to be more productive, more resilient to stress, and better at collaborating with others. Their optimism and enthusiasm can inspire and motivate those around them, creating a ripple effect that spreads positivity throughout the team. While positivity has many benefits, it's important to note that it doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or pretending everything is perfect. Life will always have its ups and downs, and it's essential to acknowledge and address difficult emotions as they arise. However, maintaining a positive mindset means not allowing those negative emotions to take over or define your entire experience. It's about acknowledging the negative but choosing not to let it dominate your thoughts or actions. Instead of focusing on what you can't control, a positive person focuses on what they can do and they take action towards solutions. One of the key ways to cultivate positivity is through gratitude. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude on a regular basis can significantly improve your mood, increase your sense of well-being, and reduce stress. Emmons McCullough, 2003. By taking time each day to reflect on the things you're thankful for, you train your brain to focus on the positive, which in turn strengthens your overall sense of happiness. Gratitude helps you shift your attention from what you lack to what you have, creating a sense of abundance instead of scarcity. This simple practice can have profound effects on your mental and emotional health, leading to a more positive and fulfilling life. When you commit to living a positive life, you are not just changing your outlook, you are changing the way you interact with the world. You become someone who attracts good things, who rises above negativity, and who influences those around you in a positive way. Positivity doesn't just enhance your own life, it has the power to improve the lives of those around you as well. By focusing on the good, nurturing a mindset of gratitude, and choosing to see opportunities in every challenge, you invite joy and success into your life. The more you practice positivity, the more you begin to see just how powerful this mindset can be in creating a life filled with fulfillment, health, and happiness.